Labour's leader has robustly defended his response to rising energy bills, arguing his party has been and leading and on the worsening cost of living crisis. Sir Keir Starmer said Labour had already made proposals to lower costs, including taking VAT off energy bills. He called Boris Johnson a lame duck and Prime Minister who was and not prepared to do anything and on soaring living costs. He said Labour would end energy prepayment meters premiums and more policies would follow next week. Some backbench Labour MPs have criticised Sir Keir for being on holiday as the crisis over skyrocketing energy bills, driven by global economic turmoil, deepened this week. When asked about discontent within his party over his response, Sir Keir said Labour had proposed policies such as a windfall tax on the excess profits of oil and gas companies and cutting VAT on energy bills months ago, long before they were on the government's radar. And for the best part of 12 months, Labour has been absolutely leading on this issue, and Sir Keir said. And I'm very proud of the work we've done. And Labour and other opposition parties have been urging the government to take immediate action on rising living costs, an issue which has dominated the Tory leadership contest. Earlier outgoing Prime Minister Mr Johnson admitted the current help for people struggling with energy bills was not enough, and he expected more money to follow. The government has said it would leave big spending decisions to Mr Johnson's successor, either Rishi Sunak or Liz Truss, when they take office in September. But Mr Johnson, who was forced to resign last month after a cabinet mutiny, said he was and making sure there is extra cash and for his successor to provide additional support. Current energy bills support not enough. Johnson: how high will my energy bill go? Rishi Sunak vows more support for energy costs. Energy bills could go up before October. Speaking in Edinburgh, Scotland after returning to work on Friday, Sir Keir talked about Labour's plan to scrap what he called and outrageous and immoral and energy prepayment premiums. Prepayment meters require customers to pay for their energy use in advance, often online, but also from credit bought in convenience stores. Labour says it would eliminate the in premium and that means people with prepayment meters, who are often on low incomes, are charged more than those on direct debits. Figures from energy regulator Ofgem show customers using prepayment meters will pay £46 more on average annually than those paying standard tariffs via direct debits. With energy bills forecast to soar this winter, the policy is designed to ease the financial burden on the estimated 4 million domestic customers who use the meters. Labour says its announcement is part of a wider package on the energy crisis that Sir Keir and other senior shadow ministers are planning to unveil in the coming days. And on Monday, I'm going to be setting out a comprehensive set of proposals, a plan for how we handle the upcoming costs in the autumn, and Sir Keir said. Analysts predict average annual energy bills could rise to over £4,200 by January, while the Bank of England has forecast a recession in the UK later this year. But some backbench Labour MPs had expressed frustration at the party's recent response to rising living costs and the state of the economy. And the scale of this crisis is absolutely huge, and I'm personally not seeing enough being done by my party, and Zara Sultana, the MP for Coventry South, told LBC. And of course I want the Labour Party to go further. And on Twitter, Diane Abbott, a former Shadow Home Secretary, shared a mocked-up wanted poster which said and missing during the cost of living crisis and below an image of Sir Keir. Meanwhile, in Sir Keir's absence, cost of living and energy proposals put forward by former Labour Prime Minister Gordon Brown have been drawing attention.